Welcome back to our commentary series where we explore some really interesting writings from Ajmal on his website, theborderofamind.com.
Yeah.
And this time,
It's gonna be good.
we're diving into one of his recent blog posts
I know, I'm excited.
that really caught my eye,
Yeah.
called Greatest Revolutions Begin Within.
Oh, I love that one.
Have you had a chance to read it yet?
Yes, I have.
Okay, great.
It's a powerful piece.
Absolutely.
And what struck me most is the way he tackles this universal feeling
Yeah.
of societal pressure.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't just describe it. He uses such vivid imagery that you almost feel the weight of
Yeah,
those expectations just bearing down on you.
it's true.
You know?
You're right.
Heavy.
It's like he throws you right into that relentless barrage he talks about.
Yes.
You know, that feeling of having to follow a narrow script or risk being seen as an outlier? It's almost suffocating just thinking about it.
Yeah. It's true.
But then he throws out this question.
Okay.
What if we defied those expectations?
Whoa.
What would happen if we just walked away from the script?
Yeah, and that's where things get really interesting.
Right.
Because he doesn't just leave us hanging with that question.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
He actually explores what that
Yes.
defiance could look like.
Yeah.
You know?
I love that.
How would our lives, our relationships, even our whole world change if we dared to embrace our authentic selves?
That's what I love about his writing.
Yeah.
He doesn't just present a problem.
Right.
He offers a path forward.
Totally.
And he illustrates this path with some really compelling examples.
Oh, yeah.
He talks about the corporate worker who finds true fulfillment
Yes.
through art, or the lawyer who breaks free from the legal world to become a cultural ambassador.
Right.
I mean, talk about a career shift.
What a change.
Huge.
What's fascinating about those examples is how they highlight the contrast
Yeah.
between external markers of success
Right.
and genuine personal fulfillment. It's
Yeah.
like he's saying, hey, that corner office and fancy title might be what society tells you to strive for.
Right.
But what if true success lies in aligning your life with your passions, with what truly makes you you?
It's a good question.
It is.
But isn't there a danger in completely rejecting all societal expectations? I mean, surely
That's a good point.
some rules and structures are there for a reason.
Yeah.
How does he address that tension?
That's a great question. And he doesn't advocate for anarchy. I don't think he's saying
Right.
burn it all down, you know?
Yeah.
But he acknowledges the need
Yeah.
for some societal structures,
Okay.
but emphasizes discerning between expectations that serve a genuine purpose
Okay.
and those that just merely stifle individuality.
I see.
He argues that true freedom
Yeah.
comes from consciously choosing which expectations to embrace
Okay.
and which to challenge.
So it's more about making those choices.
Exactly.
With intention, with a clear understanding of why we're doing what we're doing,
Yeah.
rather than just blindly following the crowd.
100%.
Okay.
And when we start making those choices,
Yeah.
he argues it can lead to a deeper sense of connection with others.
Okay.
He talks about how breaking free from those imposed identities
Right.
allows us to meet each other with genuine acceptance and understanding.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
It's when we're so focused on fitting into these predefined roles,
Yeah.
we miss out on the richness of human experience,
Totally.
both our own and those around us.
For sure.
Yeah.
And this shift in perspective
Oh.
extends to how he redefines
Yeah.
prosperity and legacy.
Okay.
He challenges us to move beyond material success and consider the emotional,
Right.
spiritual, and
Right.
physical well-being we leave for future generations.
That's a really thought-provoking concept.
It is.
What kind of world are we creating and what values are we passing on?
Yeah, big question. Those are big questions.
They are, and he doesn't shy away from them. He argues that true prosperity lies in creating a world where people feel empowered to embrace their authentic selves, a world where individuality is celebrated and genuine connection is valued above all else.
It's a beautiful vision,
It is,
but it also makes you wonder, how do we get there?
right?
How do we actually create that kind of change, not just for ourselves,
Yeah.
but for future generations?
Well, that's where his idea of a personal revolution comes in. Okay. He believes that the greatest revolutions often begin within, by embracing our own authenticity, by challenging those limiting expectations.
Right.
We can inspire others to do the same, like a ripple effect, spreading outwards from individual transformation to create a wider societal shift.
So it's not about overthrowing the system,
Right.
but about transforming it from the inside out.
Exactly. And in his conclusion,
Yeah.
He emphasizes this point, and he argues that embracing our authentic selves is not just an act of personal liberation, but also a powerful catalyst for societal change.
I see.
It's about recognizing that our individual choices, however small they may seem, have the potential to create a ripple effect that extends far beyond ourselves.
You know, I've always been drawn to the visual aspect of his work.
Yes.
His website, theborderofamind.com,
Love it.
is a perfect example of this. He combines text and images
I know.
in such a compelling way.
Yeah.
It's almost like experiencing his ideas on multiple levels.
I agree. The way he blends visuals and text creates a truly immersive experience.
For sure.
It's not just reading, it's feeling. It's seeing, it's connecting with his ideas on a deeper level.
It's true.
And I think that's crucial.
Absolutely.
Especially when we're talking about complex topics, like societal expectations and personal transformation.
I think one of the things that make his work so effective is his ability to make these complex concepts accessible to a wide audience.
Totally agree.
He doesn't dumb things down, but he also doesn't get lost in jargon or academic language.
Right. He has a knack for distilling complex ideas into clear, compelling language.
Totally.
And that's incredibly valuable.
Right.
It allows him to reach a wider audience and inspire meaningful conversations about these important topics.
And speaking of meaningful conversations, I think it's time we shifted our focus to what this all means for our listeners. What are some key takeaways they can apply to their own lives?
That's a great segue. His work offers a lot to think about. But perhaps the most important takeaway is this. Don't be afraid to question those societal expectations that don't resonate with you.
It's easy to get caught up in the shoulds and supposed tos of life.
Yes.
But it's crucial to take a step back and ask yourself, what do I truly value?
Right.
What kind of life do I want to create?
And remember, embracing your authenticity doesn't have to mean making drastic changes overnight. It can be as simple as making small, intentional choices that align with your values. Perhaps it's prioritizing your passions, setting healthy boundaries, or simply saying no to things that drain your energy.
It's about recognizing that true fulfillment comes from living a life that's true to yourself, not to the expectations of others.
Yeah, and you know what really resonates with me?
What's that?
It's this idea that even small acts of authenticity can have a ripple effect.
Oh, yeah.
It's like by choosing to live our own truths, we might inspire others to do the same and gradually shift the whole societal landscape toward greater acceptance and individuality.
Yeah, it's a powerful thought, isn't it?
It is.
This vision for a world where people are free to be themselves without fear of judgment.
I love it.
It's truly inspiring, and it's a vision we can all contribute to.
Totally.
Simply by choosing to live more authentically in our own lives.
Absolutely. And I think it's important to remember that embracing authenticity is an ongoing journey.
It's not about achieving some kind of perfect state of self-actualization, but about continually striving to align our actions with our values.
Yes, and it's a journey that's unique to each individual.
Right.
There's no one-size-fits-all approach. What matters is finding what works for you.
Exactly.
What helps you feel most aligned with your authentic self.
And that might look different for everyone.
Absolutely.
For some, it might be about pursuing a creative passion.
Right.
Or making a career change.
Huge.
For others, it might be about setting boundaries in their relationships. Or simply learning to say no to things that don't align with their values.
That's powerful.
It is. So for our listeners out there, maybe this is a good moment to pause and reflect.
Take a deep breath.
What societal expectations have shaped your own life? And what would it look like to embark on your own personal revolution? To start making those choices that align with your true self.
Perhaps there's a passion you've been putting off, a voice you've been silencing, or a dream you've been too afraid to chase. What would it take to start honoring those inner truths? To start living a life that feels more authentically you?
If you're looking for inspiration or guidance on this journey, I highly recommend checking out his work on his website,
for sure.
theborderofamind.com.
It's beautiful.
It's a treasure trove of insights and perspectives on authenticity, self-discovery, and living a more meaningful life.
We'll be sure to include a link in the show notes.
Awesome. And in the meantime, keep exploring.
Keep questioning.
Keep questioning and keep embracing those unique qualities that make you you.
Yes, because as he reminds us, The greatest revolutions often begin within.
That's a perfect note to end on. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
For this deep dive into his thought-provoking work.
My pleasure.
And be sure to stay tuned for future episodes in our commentary series, where we'll continue to explore the work of other inspiring writers and thinkers who challenge us
Absolutely.
to think differently about the world around us.